Hi people, how are you? I hope you're doing great as always. Today I bring you Deviate by Kristoff. It's the second book in the Lifelike series. It's a trilogy, so we are just waiting for the last one to drop and it's like, oh my god, what the hell is going to happen? Because this one ends very cliffhangery. So yeah. Honestly, I have to be honest here and say that I did love the first one, and this second one, for me, it wasn't as good as the previous one. Maybe because I was all hyped up with the first one, I don't know. But there were some things in this one that I didn't enjoy as much as I thought I would. Basically, I thought that Evie was acting maybe out of character with what we knew about her in the first book. So I was expecting there to be some twist or something. I'm not going to make spoilers, but I was hoping in some twist regarding what she's doing, but I don't know, for me it didn't feel like the Eve we found in the first book, so it was very hard for me to like her or to sympathize with her or to understand what she's doing, the things she's doing. Yeah, for me that was a bit like of a letdown because it didn't seem coherent. But I have to say this book is about Lemon Fresh, Cricket, and Ezekiel, who are going to find their own way. At the end of the first book, we find that this merry band of brothers just disband, and Lemon and Cricket and Ezekiel go their way, and Eve stays with the other lifelikes. And in here we are going to follow Lemon Fresh and Ezekiel and Cricket again, so they get disbanded again, and this book is going to be like 3 point of views. We are going to follow Ezekiel, who is trying to get reunited back with Lemon Fresh because he made a promise. He promised her that he wasn't going to leave her behind, because Lemon is in a place where she finds herself hurting because she has always been with Silas and with Eve, and suddenly all her world it's turned upside down. All the things that she thought she had, she doesn't anymore. So she's like this lost soul, and she wants to understand what's going on. She knows that she has lied to Eve, that she has maintained her powers like a secret, but she doesn't understand, and neither do I, why Eve reacted so badly. So she's trying to find a way of going on, having lost her home, her best friend, and coming to grips with the fact that she has a lot of power and that there's people who is after her because she has this ability of tampering electronics, and it seems like in an age where cyborgs and androids and machinas and all of that runs on electronics, seems like a person like her has the power to either stop or start a war. So she's a very important piece of a puzzle right now. We are also going to find Cricket, who in the previous book ended up in the big body of this gladiator robot, and we are going to follow him as he finds himself surrounded by people who doesn't think of him as much. They think of him as a machine, a robot, and he has to obey and nothing else. For him it's very hard because we find him from this perspective of being a slave, of having no choice and having to do whatever the humans tell you to do. So we are going to understand a bit more what machinas and cyborgs and androids are going through in this new society, and we are going to see more of this kind of forced slavery they go through, because they are machines, but they are programmed to have some sort of feeling. So every time that Cricket is going to fight another bot or is going to find himself forced to kill another one, he is going to be thinking, I don't want to do this, please don't make me, but he doesn't have a choice. So there's going to be very hard sometimes to read. And also we are going to find new characters. Cricket is going to find himself with a guy who's called Abraham. It's part of the Brotherhood that we found in the first book, this Brotherhood that persecutes deviates and executes them. So we are going to see this organization from another perspective, from the inside. Also, we are going to find Lemon. It's going to find more people like her, more deviates with different powers, and we are going to have another perspective into this world, and we are going to see how differently people react to these powers and what kind of different abilities all these people have, and how they believe they're like the X-Men, they are like the new step of humankind. And in a way, I think it makes sense, because in this world where everything has been destroyed, having these people who are going through another evolutionary traits, I think it's wonderful, and this is something that I love. And we are going to see all faces again. We are going to see Preacher. I guess you remember him. He was like the bounty hunter from the first book, and he's a character that I kind of love. Well, I don't know if he's evil or not, or just misunderstood or whatever, but he's a character that I enjoy a lot in the first book, and we are going to find him teamed with Ezekiel, yeah, in this one, and that was something that I completely love, because this pair, they're so different, and seeing them focus on the same goal and trying to work together, and Preacher trying to tell Ezekiel that it's time to grow up, it's time to face the world, it's time to understand that sometimes life, it's not what you expect, but that doesn't mean it's less beautiful, but it means that it's way harder than you thought. That is amazing, because as I say in the first review, these guys, these lifelike machines or robots or lifelikes as human, they are created, and they are like, I think in the book have like 2 years, and they have all these feelings and all these things that we as humans have all this life to try and temper and try to understand how to think and how to feel and how not to be overwhelmed. And these machines, these androids, they wake up one day and they have all those feelings. So it's something that we are going to find in the book a lot of times, that when they feel like more than us, differently than us, and they have to try and control of this. And we are going to find this guy who's like 18, 20, who's Ezekiel. He's trying to come to terms with everything he's feeling. He thought that he was in love with Eve, because he thought that Eve was Anna, but suddenly it looks like Anna is still alive. So he's trying to come to terms that he was loving two different people who are like the same person. So it's complicated, right? And he's trying to come to terms with the fact that he was loving a copy, but isn't he a copy too of humans? So there's lots of food for the brain in this book. But I have to say, as I said at the beginning, I didn't enjoy this one as much as I thought I would, probably because it was like second book imposter syndrome or something like that, because I love the first one so much, and I didn't wait to pick the second one. So it was like following the first one, and I was so, wow! Maybe that was it for me, because I don't know, there were some parts of the book that I found boring. Maybe it could have moved at a faster pace sometimes, because there were times in which I found myself like, okay, I don't care, it's dragging. And yeah, I feel like blasphemous, because I love Kristoff, but yeah, this one, it took me a while to read, because I just didn't feel myself as connected as I wanted to. But in retrospect, it was a read that I really enjoyed, and as I say, it gave me a lot of things to think about slavery, about sometimes our will being tested, and finding ourselves in a place we never thought we will. We had family, we had friends, we had everything, and suddenly it's all ripped out under our feet. We are going to find the need of belonging. Lemon wants to belong to a place, and she has to choose between this place she wants to belong to and her friends. So it's like she's in this rocky place between, a wall and a knife or a sword. So there's going to be lots of things that we are going to think about, and for this I love Kristoff and his book. So yeah, if you want, pick it up. I'm just curious what's going to happen, because the end of this one, it's like, oh my god, now what? So yeah, I need the third book. Thank you for watching. Bye.